There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to.
Hello and welcome back on a rather exciting day, or the eve of a rather exciting day. Tomorrow Pedro and I are off to a day-long confidence camp. We're going to be having 2 lessons. Our first lesson's at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then our second one finishes at 4:15. So we're going for a whole day. I've been equal parts excited and anxious about it. I'm now just like, do you know what? No, I'm going to be excited about this. It's my summer holidays. It's a fun thing. A day away with my beautiful pony, who's over here munching his hay. So yeah, a day away with my beautiful pony, and I'm going to be excited about it. So I have my list. So I'm going to go through it all and just kind of make sure I've got everything and gather it together, because we're getting picked up at about 9 o'clock, 9:15 tomorrow, I think it is. So I want everything to be ready so I'm not in a rush tomorrow, and I want to give his tack a quick little wipe over. It's not too bad, but just, you know, you want things to be clean. So yeah, let's start on the Pedro side of the list rather than the me side of the list, because most of that stuff's at home. So I'm taking some camera bites with me. Now the ginger ones, which are the ones I normally give him, are actually out of date. I didn't realise they're out of date since February, but there we go. Because I do also have a few packets of these little sample ones. Sometimes you get samples of things when you order from Equine Seeds. You get little samples of different supplements, and I've had some little camera bites come as well, and these are both in date. Yes, these are both in date. So these are the ones I'm going to be taking. I normally only give him one before riding, so there are 3 there. I think I've obviously given him one from that already. So I've got 3 there, so that should do me fine. So they can go into my little box. Right, okay, let's do the saddle pads. So one is up here. Got this one here we're going to take. This is one of my faves. I think I don't know if he'll wear that one first or if he'll wear the paler one first. Maybe he'll wear the paler one first, because that's flat work. You can wear this one for jumping, for pole work, because, you know, we don't jump. Look at those booties. He just looks like a posh boy. Right, let's get this off and put it in the box. And here is my beautiful mist saddle pad that has never been worn. Woo! Yeah, never been worn. So he can wear that tomorrow. Maybe for the flat work. Maybe be nice for flat work. I'm going to try him with this mash. This is top spec fiber mash. It's like a non-heating, high fiber, high hydration, feed bulking kind of a thing. But I just thought, because it's meant to be really hot, and obviously with us going somewhere different, you know, I want to make sure he's getting plenty of liquid in him. So he's never had it before, so I'm going to try him on it. It's literally the smallest spec. And yeah, we'll see if he likes it or not. If he does, I'm going to take some with me for tomorrow. To a friend at the farm's got some, and she very kindly is letting you try it. Yeah. Do you want to try it? Maybe. I'm quite enjoying my hay, thanks. What do you think of that? Down here? Have a look. Do you think, is it nice? Good. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Well, maybe we will take some of this tomorrow, just in case. Just in case. Let's tick this off as it goes in. So we have got a cooler in case he gets sweaty and needs to be washed down and needs it. Just, I'd rather have something. So cooler, then basic grooming kit, which is hoof pick, magic brush, flicky brush, mane and tail. I'm meant to be taking these off, haven't I? Let's have a look. Sweat rug, oops, sweat rug, basic grooming kit. Then treats, cooler bites, treats and camera bites. Then 2 saddle pads and 2 fly veils. Actually, hang on. String, a baler string. But I will find a pair. So that's baler twine. Yeah, again. Put something down. Can't remember where I've put it. Welcome to my world of massive forgetfulness. Where? Really? Did I put it down here? Yeah, of course I did. Right. So that was baler twine. Baler twine. Then 2 saddle pads, 2 fly veils. They can go in there. And a riding fly mask. So that is fly veil times 2, saddle pad times 2. Then we have saddle, bridle, fly mask, saddle, bridle, girth stirrups, a massage pad, but all go separately. I've got a bucket and a sponge for washing off. I have fly spray, water buckets in the stable, hay nets I need to make up, brushing boots, obviously he's got on, neck straps attached to his saddle, and scissors I haven't found. Perfect. Right, what about me? What about me? Let's do that. Let's do the stuff. Let me open this back up again, actually, because some of my stuff can go in here. Okay, so human stuff so far that I can put away. I have gloves. Now I'm taking 2 pairs. These are both e-gloves. They're both summer weight gloves, so they are thinner on the back. But I just thought I would take those, take 2 pairs in case one pair get incredibly sweaty. So we've got gloves. Oops, we can score gloves off. I've got my riding boots. They need a quick clean though. I've got sun cream. I've got first aid kit. I've got a couple extra bits for bedroll, so we can score off first aid kits. Sun cream. I've got sun cream. I've got my stick somewhere. Here is my stick. Watch your sunglasses will be at home. Everything else is at home. Yeah, so I think it's just kind of giving tack a quick little wipe over now. Oh, and body protector. Can't forget the old body protector. And that is everything ready for tomorrow morning. I've just got to do the hay nets, but I think I'm going to fill them tonight, and I think I'm going to soak them tonight and just, yeah, because I don't think I'll be able to when I'm there. I don't want them dripping wet, but at least they'll still be damp. Anyway, phone battery has just popped up saying that it is running low on battery. I've obviously been chatting far too much. So I'm going to go, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning. It is 10 to 9. I am sweating already, and all I've done is brush my pony. Just doing a last little check through my list. Everything is here. Waiting to get loaded up. I just need to add his massage pad to it, but he's got it on at the moment. I think that's the only thing I need to add to the pack. So let's go through the list and make sure that we have everything. Water bucket and feed bucket are in his stable. Hay net. Hay net. Hay net. I know it's quite a lot, but I'd rather have too much than too little. And that is everything. Honestly, I think I was away for about a week. Literally, we'll be away for about 8 hours. But... So we are here. No one else is round our block just now. This person, I think, is in a lesson. This person hasn't arrived yet. The other side, I've chatted to someone who's over the other side. That's here already, but she's just gone into her lesson. So we've got a wee bit. I purposefully arrived early. I wanted him to have some time to settle in, but I'll show you our view. Look at this gorgeous view. And we're on the shady side at the moment. The sun is behind us, so that's good. But I'm sure by this afternoon it'll have tracked over and it'll be pounding right in here. But there's quite a nice big overhang, so it's not too bad. It's pretty hot though. You can probably tell from my face it's pretty hot. But he's quite chill. He's just munching his hay and looking out every so often at the horses. But he seems to be quite relaxed and happy, which is good. Right? Yeah. So I am going to my lessons at 11:15. So I'm going to aim to be ready for like 11, so I'm not sort of holding people up or holding anything up. And then we will go. Yeah. I feel a lot better now we're here. I feel much calmer now we're here. It's quite a nice, calm, quiet, relaxed place. Yeah, and everyone was lovely. The lady who I asked where the stables were when I came in, she actually lent me a really big barrow so I could take all my kit down in a winner, which was good. Yeah, I seem to have the most out of people who are here so far. I need to sort of take a note of what I've used and what I've not used, because I feel like I've got maybe a little bit too much, but yeah. Anyway, he's a happy boy. Stable number 12. Quite happy there, aren't you? So I'm just hiding in the stable just now. I've had my lunch, well, kind of lunch break. I haven't really eaten much yet. I just really needed to drink. So we've had our first lesson and it was really good. It was really good. Really, the only focus I had was that I wanted to get on and ride my pony and have a little walk and a little trot. And we actually ended up having a tiny little canter. So I don't have any footage, I'm afraid. So this, yeah. I'm still going to film, I'm still going to put this out because it's memories for me, but it's difficult. I don't really know anybody here, and yeah, so, but it's fine. It's fine. He's actually not too hot. He's a wee bit warm under here, but he's not bad. Back feels fine. Feels fine. Oops, oh nice. I just stood in a sloppy poo. He's pooing, which is fine. And he's just decided now that I've come back that he's going to tuck into his mash, which is good. At least he's getting that in. At least you're getting that in. Good boy. But yeah, got a little while, a few hours left now till our last lesson. So I think I'm going to go and watch some of the other lessons that are happening and just keep popping back and checking on him. It's really hot. It's actually quite hot in this stable. If I came again, I'd bring a little fan for both of us. But he is enjoying that mash now that he's figured out what it's all about. Yeah, I'm going to go and watch some lessons. We didn't get very far. I might just give him a bit of grass, but yeah, we haven't managed to get very far from the stable. It's very, very hot. People are kind of hosing their horses again before they ride, so we'll see how he goes. He's not doing too bad though. He's not too bad. And it's a bit of a breeze out here, so it'll probably be better for him. I've got half an hour before our lesson, so he's just getting his massage pads on, and I am going to give a little bit of a tidy up. I'm going to skip out the stable a wee bit, and my stuff's a mess outside the stable, so I'm going to sort that out so there's not so much to do when we finish our lesson, other than give him a hose off. Yeah, but all going well so far. You're off to... Do you like the stuff up the back the best, did you? Don't go too close to the fence. Yeah, don't go too close to the fences. Good boy. There you go. And we are back. I am feeling, I don't actually feel well. I've got a headache and I feel decidedly queasy. I think it's just way too much sun. I was like drinking loads, but I just don't actually feel particularly well right now. So I am going to go home and sort everything out tomorrow. He's out, so he's got food, he's got water, he's obviously got everything he needs because that's the important thing. But I just need to go. I feel like, God, look, I look like I'm burnt. I've like put loads and loads and loads of sunscreen on, but yeah, I feel completely overheated, and I need to go home and have a cold shower and just go to bed probably. But yeah, we'll probably talk tomorrow, and then I can do like a debrief of the lessons and things, because today's not the day. My head is pounding, so yeah, it was all good though. It was all good. It is now a good week after we went to our confidence day camp, but I figured let's get this wrapped up so I can get this put out there. I have, as you may be able to see, I've got my mics fixed. I managed to get hold of a new one of the wee bit that plugs in, so we are all mic'd up. He's having his dinner. I'm just going to sort his hay out, pop it into his hay bag, and then we're going to sit down and have a really quick chat because it's starting to rain and I want to get this done. So I'm going to sit here in the rain and just quickly go over our 2 lessons that we had at camp. So our first lesson, I think I said, was kind of a flat work with a little bit of pole work added in. Mostly all I wanted to get out of it was to get on him and to ride. I wasn't really looking to be doing too much. I wanted to get on, and I wanted and needed the support of there being someone on the ground, people around to give me the confidence to do that. And we did it, and some more, didn't we, babes? So we did a little bit of, like I say, a little bit of pole work, just working on straightness. It was very simple. 2 poles at quite a distance apart, right down the middle. Then we did a little bit of leg yielding between them. We did some transitions between them, just little things like that. Just really, it helped kind of give me something to focus on as we were riding around. And then at the end, he'd been giving me the vibes that he wanted to have a little canter. So I did. At the far end of the school, I was just like, do you know what? If you want to canter, let's canter. So I popped the aids on, and he popped up, had like a couple of strides of canter, and then that was that. So we cantered a little bit in our first lesson, and just honestly, I had not expected to canter at all that day. As I said, I just wanted to get on and ride my boy, have a little walk, little trot if we felt up to it. And yeah, we did so much more in the first lesson. Then in our second lesson, so there was quite a gap between, so we had lunch, and I hand grazed him a bit, went and watched some lessons, and then came back down, hand grazed him again, and got him ready. So in our second lesson, it was just me and one other girl, and we had a chat beforehand. We were stabled next to each other, so it was really nice. And we'd had a little chat beforehand about what we kind of wanted from this second lesson. And I was like, do you know what? I'd be more than happy if it was a bit more of the same from the morning. And she was in agreement. Neither of us wanted to jump. That's what every other group did. Every other group jumped, like varying heights depending on what they were doing. But we were both like, no. And I was like, I'm happy with a bit more pole work, but not jumping. And yeah, so we went and did that. So again, all the jumps were up, which kind of got my heart racing a bit. I felt like a bit anxious about it because all of the jumps were up, and I, I find I lose the ability to steer when there are jumps up. He gets not excited, but just like, oh, there's jumps. Does this mean we're jumping? And yeah, and then I feel like I go a bit, ooh, and my steering just kind of goes, and yeah, but it was fine. There were no mishaps. We didn't jump anything, thankfully, because they were all up at about, I don't know how big they were, 70 maybe they were up at. They were definitely like a decent like height, like a proper jumpable height, not like a 40 centimetre or something. Not that that's anything wrong with that, because that's the highest we've ever done. But yeah, they were like a proper jumping height. So we went in again, just walking and trotting around. He was a bit odd, so I was a little bit concerned initially. He was just a bit, he really wanted to roll, so I had to keep like walking. I was walking him in hand to start with, and he really wanted to roll, but I just kind of kept him walking round, kept chivvying him up, and I was like, right, just get on, Hannah, because he's not going to do it when you're on him. And yeah, I got on, and yeah, he was just a bit breathy. And if you have watched some of my other vlogs, you'll know that we think he's possibly got equine asthma, and I was just a little bit concerned with that, coupled with the heat and everything. So I just kind of took it really slow with him to start with, but then he was fine. We had a wee trot, and he was actually being absolutely fine. So yeah, we just did more of the same, but rather than doing over poles, we were doing between jumps. So like we would go up to the side of one jump and the leg yield across to the side of the other. And just kind of doing the same as we were doing with the pole work, but between jumps rather than between poles on the ground. And that was all really good. And then the other girl I was in a lesson with, she had said to the instructor she wanted to do some canter. They worked on that a bit, and then the instructor said to me, how did I feel about doing a little bit of canter? And this is where really the real support of the whole day kind of came into it. So the girl I was in the group with, lady I was in the group with, she was like, yes, come on, you can do this. And then there was someone else on the sidelines were like, yeah, you can do this. Come on, Hannah, let's do it. So it was really, that was really lovely, the support from other people. And even though like they kind of all knew each other, I was the newbie in the group. There was another girl who hadn't been before as well, but there was just this whole like support and really sort of cheering each other on. So we did a bit of canter. We did a couple of canters on each rein. He got a bit excited on the left rein because he wasn't picking up the correct lead, and I kept on, like we would canter, it was the wrong lead, I'd stop, we'd trot a bit, I'd ask again, we'd stop. So it was this stopping and starting he was getting a bit frustrated with. And then he was, I'm not very good at being able to know which leg they've struck off on, and he was striking off on the correct lead, but not when I'd asked him to. So I was like, no, I haven't asked you. And the instructor, she was like, look, you need to let him go, even though, you know, he's offering it to you, even though you haven't asked him, he's offered it. This is what you're wanting. Let him go, let him do a couple of strides, pat him, tell him, amazing, really good boy, back down to trot. Just while we're kind of working on getting this correct lead canter on the left rein. So yeah, it was really good lesson. And the thing as a whole has just really boosted my confidence. Since we came back, we did it on the Friday, and then I had a lesson on the Wednesday. So after we finished this day camp, I got in touch with my instructor, and I was like, right, look, let's get some lessons in. So I had a lesson with her on the Wednesday, which was amazing. We rode in a field. Then Friday I hacked out with a friend. First time we've hacked out in a year. And then today I rode in the field as well. So it's really, it gave me that push I needed. It did what I needed it to do. And yeah, we're back on track with our lessons, aren't we? I'm going to be getting some more frequent lessons, and I have to say I'm going to save up a little bit, so I've got a bit of a fund for going into winter, because lessons over winter are not cheap, because I've got to pay for arena hire and transport for lessons, as well as the cost of the lessons. So I think over summer I'm going to try and save a little bit, so I've got that. It's not like, you know, winter bills are expensive because of hay and bedding and everything. So I just thought, if I've got that little fund, then we're good. Anyway, it is like starting to rain. My phone's getting really wet, and I hope it's not going to get damaged. So I'm going to end it here. If you watched this, thank you. I'm so sorry there was no ridden footage in it. I'm sorry for myself as well that there was no ridden footage in it, but I just didn't feel confident asking anyone to film because I didn't know anyone. They would have. They absolutely would have, because they were all delightful and lovely, but I just felt a bit awkward not knowing anybody to ask them to film. So I didn't. But obviously I've got my little bits of in-betweenies, and I think, like I said during the day, I've done this for me. I've filmed this for me because I want to be able to look back on it. And if you've watched and enjoyed, then that is amazing, and I'm so glad. Next video is going to be ridden. I'm going to make a little video up of what we did in the school today, and then hopefully after that we'll get a hacking video out. I just need to arrange somebody to ride out with me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.